James Martell here. WebmasterRadio.fm has something that every affiliate marketer should be buzzing about. Introducing the WebmasterRadio.fm mobile app, now available in the iTunes Store or on Google Play. Listen to our live stream at your leisure and download episodes of the Affiliate Buzz, plus sample episodes of great affiliate marketing shows like Affiliate Marketing Today and Affiliate Marketing Insider. For affiliate marketing news and information you can use right on your smartphone, download the WebmasterRadio.fm mobile app for iTunes and Google Play now.
WebmasterRadio.fm proudly presents the longest-running program on affiliate marketing. Welcome to Affiliate Buzz. Our hosts, James and Arlene Martell, are here to inspire, inform, and motivate you with expert insight, interviews, and information that will increase your bottom line. Advance your affiliate marketing efforts every week on Affiliate Buzz. Now, please welcome James and Arlene.
Hi, it's James Martell here, and welcome to another edition of the Affiliate Buzz. It's great to have you with us. Yes, I'm here with Arlene, and today we're going to be talking about developing a total online presence. It's an interesting conversation, interesting topic, because of the recent explosion in social media and YouTube and all the various ways that we can drive traffic to our websites. Now, Arlene, if you recall back in the early days, we pretty much had one way to go, didn't we, when it came to developing traffic?
Yeah, basically it was, just putting, blogs on your own site and getting backlinks back in. But now, I'm telling you, today I'm getting increasingly more and more inquiries at the help desk because people seem to be very confused about this whole new level of marketing, Google authorship markup, Google Plus, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, social media. I mean, it's just coming on by storm. And I'm finding people are very confused about it. They're not sure how it all fits together, and they're not sure if they need it. And if they need it, they don't know how to put it all together.
I can actually relate to them a lot because it is overwhelmed. There's no question about it. We've gotten to the stage now where there's, and you mentioned blogging in the early days. It wasn't really blogging, although same type of idea, developing content for the search engines. And back then it was pretty easy for us because it was basically Alta Vista, Web Crawler, and Excite. And you optimize for one, you optimize for all three. So it was very early search, and it was very simple to rank highly. Whereas today, where do we focus our time and attention and energy with all of the networks and the places that we can drive traffic from, as you just outlined? And then how in the world does it all fit together, especially for an affiliate who may have been around a while, who's been focused purely on Google traffic, or maybe somebody that's coming on who is brand new and has not quite decided which direction, or has no idea which direction to head in. Or how about maybe the affiliate that's been around a while that is just so darn busy, and it seems every time we turn around, I know in our office it's like, okay, Google authorship markup, Google Publisher markup is the new one. What about Facebook? How about Twitter? Should I spend some time in LinkedIn? And then there's the whole topic of, and you've seen it, Arlene, you've seen it working with Kimberly and myself. How do we get all of this set up? And then how does it all relate to our website? So it's very interesting, an interesting time as this world of search really grows. So you have been getting a lot of inquiries. I know you've mentioned that to me quite a number of times over the last few weeks, probably at least maybe 10 or even 12 times, these type of questions that have been coming up. And I think it's a good time to have a conversation about it. I've got some thoughts on it. Of course, we've already set up all of those many, many times, so we kind of know how the pie or the puzzle fits together. So why don't we start off? So what were some of the questions that you've been seeing?
Well, I would say maybe we just start off with what is Google authorship markup and why is it important?
Okay, Google authorship markup is, in fact, let's backtrack even a little bit, one step back. Let's pull it right back to the website, because as Don Campbell at Expand the Web so elegantly points out, he says, and I agree with him, the website is the hub. So if you imagine a wheel, you've got a hub in the middle of it, and the hub is your website. So starting there is the place to begin, as we always have. And I don't think really that's going to change. That's the asset. That's what we build. That's our content. That is where we feature our merchants and we build our blogs. And if we have a podcast, we publish our podcast. It's the place typically where people subscribe to our newsletter. So it is the primary online presence we have. It's our hub. It's the hub of our business. Then out from the hub, we've got the spokes that go out to the various areas. So you mentioned Google Authorship Markup. Well, that would be one of the spokes that reaches out. And Google Authorship Markup essentially ties into your Google Plus profile. And, of course, Google Plus is Google's attempting to compete with Facebook. So they've got the Google Plus site or the Google Plus area now that's very similar to a Facebook. It's not nearly as big, of course, and Facebook is the 800-pound gorilla when it comes to social media. But we've got Google Plus, which sits out there, which basically having the authorship, essentially we're verifying with Google and on our website, on our hub, that this is our content, and we verify that through a little process that we have to follow to get Google to, verify that this is our website and this is our content. So there's basically two levels to it. There's authorship markup and there's publisher markup. So if you think of authorship markup as basically they're giving you a rank. So think of it as author rank. You're building your reputation in the eyes of Google through the authorship markup. Publisher markup is for the actual website where you're building the reputation of the website. So, there's basically one spoke in the wheel. And if it sounds a little bit confusing, it really is confusing, and it's a little bit cumbersome and clunky to set up, and we can talk about how we think we can help people with that in a few minutes. But there's one of the hubs, and that's, in a nutshell, there's authorship markup.
Right. So that, like I know in the olden days, again, people could kind of hide from their website. They didn't know who the owner was. I don't think that that's the case anymore.
That's actually a very good point, and you're right. It's not the case anymore, because what's going on is it's really gotten to the point where Google not only wants to know who you are, they actually want to publish your little photo in the search results next to all of the pages that you've created, because we've seen that when you go do a Google search now, you'll see some of the pages in the results will have the author's photo right next to them. So you're right. The days of being an anonymous affiliate hiding in behind the scenes are gone. We have to step forward, and it's I've done it for years, and it's really not that scary. I know some people are a little nervous about that, but jump in. The water's fine. And I can see, Arlene, we are up against the break. Let's continue on this track when we get back.
More Affiliate Buzz coming up after we hear from our sponsors.
I'm John Ball, and I'm one of the founders of Page One Power. Page One Power is a custom link building firm based in Boise, Idaho. We increase search rankings and web traffic for world-class brands and mom-and-pop shops all around the globe. Our link building strategies work because we focus on relevancy and quality, and we don't outsource anything. Our in-house staff of professional writers and researchers is the best in the industry. We're the link builders you've been looking for. Visit us today at pageonepower.com.
Aim clear. This is how you sell with social.
Have you tried to do CPA conversions using social PPC and failed? You're not alone. These days, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube require true specialists to dominate.
Aim clear. The agency
brings definitive psychographic targeting,
bleeding edge creative,
and killer content amplification to the social advertising table.
Aim clear. This is how you sell with social. Aim clear. This is how you sell with social.
Time now for another exciting episode of Ace of Analytics. Brought to you by AnalyticsSEO.com. In our last adventure, our hero was fending off his evil nemesis, Rhino the Algo.
That ruthless Rhino has updated the algorithm again, and our website is falling down the rankings fast.
Have no fear. Use our automated SEO tool to stay updated and to monitor your site with detailed reports. Or use our multi-site project management tool to manage all of your sites to stay on top. Take it from our fearless friend and be your own SEO hero with AnalyticsSEO.com.
Life tips. Making your life smarter, better, faster, wiser. On demand anytime inside the entertainment channel, only on webmasterradio.fm. Time now to hear some more affiliate buzz on webmasterradio.fm. Here's James and Arlene.
Yes, it's James here, and I'm here with Arlene, and we're talking about developing a total online presence. And we talked a little bit about the early days of only having to focus in on the search engines. Clearly, those days are over. I guess we possibly could, but the way that Google is starting to lean towards other ranking signals that tie in with social media, we definitely need to be focused on that. Not to mention that Facebook and these other networks have traffic all on their own that we could easily get in front of and bring back to our websites.
Yeah, James,
Arlene?
I was going to mention one of when you're doing a search and you actually do see someone's little face pop up in the top 10 search results. I actually like that, and it actually gives them a little bit more space, and it draws your attention to that right away.
Yeah, it definitely does. It goes right back to, the boot camp. When we do the boot camp or host the boot camp live, of course, it's available at the School of Internet Marketing now as a recording. But one of the things that we really focus in on is making sure that the student is developing a site that is obviously there's a person behind it, to the point where they put their photo in the header graphic. They have a great About Us page. Their author bio is there. Their thumbnail is there. And this is actually a nice extension to now move that thumbnail of the author into the search results. So it gives it much more of a personal feeling. I like it too.
Yeah. So what about Facebook? Like everyone uses Facebook for personal use, but should they tie in their website to a Facebook page? Is that difficult to do? Is it expensive to do?
What do you use Facebook for?
What? Well, for sure, for me, it's family. See what the family's doing and go and check on the granddaughter. I know what she's doing at any minute of the day almost. You bet. Well,
that's a good question with Facebook, because I would think the first reason you would focus on Facebook, and again, this is another spoke off, from the hub, your website. You've got another area that you spend time on is Facebook. And yes, you're right, most people use it for personal, but you can set up a business page, and I completely believe affiliates should. In fact, Stephanie Lichtenstein's course, Facebook 101 for Small Business at the School of Internet Marketing, is a great place to start, because imagine the traffic there. There's something like 500 million people logged into Facebook at any one time. It's incredible, the traffic. And we have our Facebook presence building out very nicely. It's something that's probably never going to end. And so we've got traffic there, we've got an audience there, and we, of course, can bring them back to the site. Or there's a lot of tools within Facebook that can keep the visitor, and this is a recommended best practices in a lot of cases, is keep the visitor on Facebook, just within pages that you've created within the Facebook system. But of course, there's an audience there, and then Google's looking towards that, what's going on in Facebook, to help determine where your site should also rank. So there's so many reasons that, yes, you should be definitely in Facebook.
Right. And then, of course, there's Twitter. Now, I'm not a Twitter person, but you're a Twitter person. I don't know how people find time to tweet, I'm telling you.
Well,
what's the advantage to it?
Well, and I guess that's probably the misconception, that a lot of this stuff adds on a lot of extra work. And it really doesn't, because once it's set up, back to the hub analogy, if we're adding content to our site on a weekly or daily basis, or maybe 3 times a week, whatever the publishing schedule you've got set up is set to send the content out. Every time you update your page on Facebook, every time you update a new post or add a new post to your WordPress-based website, you can have that set up so automatically Facebook gets updated, automatically LinkedIn gets updated, automatically Twitter gets updated, and there's audiences at all of these places. So if that thought is in your mind that, hey, I don't do this because it's so much extra work, it's actually not. There's some setup, of course, and it's a little bit cumbersome and clunky to get it all organized? And how do I set it up so when I add a new post to my site that it updates, Facebook, Twitter, Google, plus all of LinkedIn, all the networks. So it's just a little bit of organization and kind of get it all set up. But there's audiences there, and if Google's looking to some of these social media networks for signals to help determine where your rankings are, if your competitors are doing it, you better darn well be considering doing it, because you will get left behind. But it's really not a lot of extra work.
Right. So once you get these things set up, so on your homepage of your website, where would you display all this so people know that you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, you have a newsletter, etc.? Like, what's the best way to display that?
Well, I would think most people have seen on the sites, you can get the nice little social media icons that will list all the networks that you're on, Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and LinkedIn, whatever, Pinterest, whatever networks you're on. You can do a Google search easily and find in the images area all kinds of people who are selling nice little social media icons. There's all kinds of plugins that you could add to your website to help add those images as well. So it's really quite simple these days. And again, if somebody doesn't know how to do it, you can always outsource it to somebody, Delance, for a song. They'll probably get that all set up for you. So it's really not that complicated.
Yeah. How many people are using YouTube nowadays? Connect to their websites?
It's becoming, YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet. And last stat that I read, there's 4 billion videos being played every single day.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And if you're looking to build out traffic, I was just chatting with Amy Lee. She's got a website that is basically a blend of her photography services and affiliate marketing products that she represents. So she's kind of got a little hybrid going there that she's working on. In her particular case, she's using YouTube, and she's got some videos that she's created, which are basically just slideshows. They're not even really videos. They're slideshows of her photography that she's getting ready to upload into YouTube, because there's so much traffic available on YouTube. I don't even know what it would work out to be. 4 billion times 365 days would be, I would have to think, trillions of views. I mean, you try to get your head around some of these numbers. Facebook alone has 250 million photos being uploaded into Facebook every single day, and it's growing.
Unreal.
I mean, it's incredible. So it's really a matter of engaging this, getting the hub set up, and there's other areas that need work as well. So you've basically got everything that we've talked about. We've got local business listings that we can now get into, and there's ways we want to be careful with that as affiliates. And there's directory listings that we should now be in. We should have our addresses on our website. We should have our addresses and our citations set up. We should be claiming our Google accounts, our Bing accounts, our Yahoo accounts. We should be claiming our social profiles for Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn. We should make sure we've got our authorship markup set up, our publisher markup set up. We should have our analytics set up, our content experiments set up. I mean, there's a lot to this now, and it really does kind of sound overwhelming. And if you look at it like this, it really is overwhelming. But if you can get it into a place where it's bite-sized, and that's what I'd like to talk about after the break, because I'm considering putting together, actually refreshing a course that we had a few years ago called the Daily Traffic Blueprint, that actually would walk somebody through all of the steps to get all of this set up in a logical, non-overwhelming way with video tutorials, so you can sit and watch it. But we're up against the break. Maybe we can explore that idea when we get back.
More Affiliate Buzz coming up after we hear from our sponsors.
Looking for a white label SEO and social platform for your clients? Think
eBrands.
Free and unlimited SEO audit reports.
eBrands.
Premium Facebook apps and welcome page creators.
eBrands.
Twitter management app, analytics, and mobile site generators.
eBrands.
Let eBrands manage your search and social media campaigns and give you and your clients access to their white label dashboard, which have great reports that will wow your clients and deliver great ROI and results. Try eBrands for 30 days. Go to eBrandsWithAZ.com or call 1-866-625-5717. That's eBrandsWithAZ for
eBrands.
Ever wondered how you could have access to your own SEO expert, paid search specialist, or social media wizard? Looking for help with your affiliate, display media, or email marketing? Look no further than the folks at Fang Digital Marketing. Fang Digital specializes in both paid and organic search, social media, display, and mobile advertising solutions, and is staffed by industry veterans from Google, Yahoo, and one of the industry's most influential PPC experts. Fang Digital's award-winning staff stays on top of the latest in digital trends and offer tailored solutions so they can audit your progress and build a roadmap to your success. Learn more about their expanding range of full-service strategic marketing solutions at fangdigital.com. That's F-A-N-G digital.com.
Building better search engine rankings takes the right formula. Tracking those rankings is super simple. All you need is authoritylabs.com. Authority Labs uses automated daily rank tracking tools to monitor your site's performance or leverage their API to build your own tools. No matter what animal-labeled algorithms affect your ranking, you should be using Authority Labs. Unlimited users for no additional cost and white labeling can help keep your clients updated and save countless hours of creating reports. Whether you're running sites with just a few or millions of keywords, what you need is authoritylabs.com.
We're rocking the world with LinkedIn. One show at a time. Join your fearless leaders, chat with other LinkedIn gurus, and answer your LinkedIn questions. Rock the world with LinkedIn. On demand, anytime inside the Internet Marketing Channel. Only on webmasterradio.fm.
Time now to hear some more affiliate buzz on webmasterradio.fm. Here's James and Arlene.
Yes, I'm here with Arlene. We're talking about developing a total online presence. Arlene, let's explore this idea a little bit further about the website hub, because it really does all stem from that. Because I do know that, hearing all of this conversation, does it sound overwhelming to you?
Yeah, it does. You have to just take it all and think about it as one huge project to do. But if I could break it down into little steps, then I would be okay with that.
The beautiful thing about actually getting all of this set up too is if you take the hub analogy, really you can manage most of it by adding content to your site, which you're doing anyways, and with the help of a few other little tools such as Hootsuite, where you have a social media dashboard that you can use. It's actually fun. I was a little bit adverse to it a couple years ago when I really started getting into the Twitter, and I think we've built it up pretty good, and we're pretty regular with it. I enjoy doing it. It's a great way to communicate with other people in the industry and students, and it's just I actually enjoy it, and I haven't really found it. Once I finally figured out how to get it all set up last year, then it was like, okay, well, this is no big deal. This is actually amazing. So yeah. I'm thrilled with it.
Yeah, well, most people just don't have the time to research it themselves. They just need some help, someone to hold their hand.
Well, and that's a good point. So let's talk about the idea for the daily traffic blueprint, and we haven't formalized this yet. It's still kind of an idea, but I can see there's definitely a need for it, and it would be a great course at the school. And I think with the outline that I've begun to put together for it, we would really start off with teaching students how to do a complete full-on SEO analysis of their website so they could actually figure out exactly where they are in the results and what they're ranking for, where their backlinks are, what keyword phrases were used. We'd take a look at their analytics. We would share a tool that we use that really pulls in all the social media data, the Google Analytics data, the backlinking data, and the rankings data into beautiful little reports that we can manage and go through. I just did that actually with Amy Lee, and she's like, wow, I had no idea there was a report available like this. So we would start off there, and the reason we're calling it Daily Traffic Blueprint is it's designed, or like the old course, to give you a little bit of work to do every single day, Monday through Friday, maybe 15 minutes some days, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 30 minutes other days, where you're really building daily traffic and you're getting everything into place. So we would look at the business listings, the directory listings. We would sit down and we would figure out all of the little pieces and components that we need, such as descriptive text, our business description, our product description, our personal bio. And I think listeners would relate to this. You go to Facebook, you start to set up something, and all of a sudden it asks you for your bio, and you don't have one, or it asks you for your business description, you don't have one. It asks you for a thumbnail. email. I don't have one. So
Right.
we get all of that organized first, maybe get the logo done. Then we create the cover art for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, and YouTube. We get all of that organized, so we've got it. So then when it comes time to go through the little video tutorials and actually set all this up, it's really easy to do because we're organized. So I like going through it. And then we will also be leaning on our instructors if we decide to go ahead with this course. So when we get to the Facebook area, we can maybe pull in Stephanie Lichtenstein, who can come spend a lesson with us and get us tuned up for Facebook a little bit. And those that want to take that further can go take her course at the school. Then we can lean on Dan Maynard as an example if we're interested in YouTube videos and high rankings of traffic from YouTube, and he can come in and give us a little overview and get people set up and organized. And then if they want to take that further, they can take Dan's course at the school. So I'm envisioning the Daily Traffic Blueprint as really kind of a traffic cop. Gives everything set up, but then also points you in the right direction to actually build out the traffic. So, things like getting the Google account set up properly, the Bing account, the Yahoo account, claiming, the local business listings if you happen to be a local business, and I think affiliates should be thinking a little bit about that. Claiming your social profile, so facebook.com/ what should the username be?
Right.
With the School of Internet Marketing, as you know, all of our social profiles for the School of Internet Marketing, whether you go to Pinterest or Facebook, it's facebook.com/ Go Great Minds, twitter.com/ Go Great Minds. So you want to think about that. So we'll work that out in the course. Of course, Google Analytics, a lot of people just look at it. They don't know what to do with it. So we're going to dig into analytics, maybe get a content experiment set up. Of course, we'll do the authorship markup, the publisher markup. We'll get webmaster tools integrated. We'll talk about, touch on things like content strategy and stuff. But really, this would be more of let's get all of this set up. Let's build ourselves out a publishing network here so that when we're adding content to our sites, everything's being updated like it should. And the Daily Traffic Blueprint really will put you on the path to getting all of this organized and then building that traffic. So, and I do know many listeners will say to me, because I've heard this so many times, we'll get somebody on the buzz and he'll say, I have 2,000 visitors a day to my affiliate site. And to some people, that's like, I could only dream of that. Well, this is the type of thing that you need to get in place in order to build out the traffic that will in turn bring in the revenues. Right.
So let's talk about, so this is an idea for a course we want to do, but we'd like to get some feedback. If people are interested in this type of course, maybe they could send me an email, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, that would be fine. Just fire off an email to Arlene.
Yeah.
Helpdesk
at theschoolofinternetmarketing.com.
Okay, helpdesk at theschoolofinternetmarketing.com. That's great. And then we'll gauge some interest on it. I think it's pretty much going to be a go, though, from the amount of feedback that we've already had. Yeah. It'll be once a week, and it'll be essentially a 30 to 40-minute session where we'll go through the lesson for the week, and then there will be a series of little 2 to 3 minute video tutorials that you'll actually do the work that week. So maybe you're setting up your Facebook page. So we'll have had Stephanie come in to the course with us, and she'll walk you through the basics of that, and then we'll send you off to the little video tutorials to actually get that set up. And because you've already done the work in advance, you will already have the thumbnail and the cover art, as they call it in Facebook, for across the top. So each week you'll be able to check off a major component off the list. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. If we do kick it off, it'll be a great asset to the school. It'll be very helpful for those who need to kind of, I guess, pull this all together, tie it all together. It really is. There does seem to be a lot of loose ends these days because of all of the various things that need to be set up. This will solve that and put you in a real position of strength. So, Arlene, I could see we are out of time. Of course, you can pick up the Buzz live, new episodes every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific. You can access the archives for our previous shows on webmasterradio.fm, jamesmartell.com, and on iTunes. Arlene, thanks so much, and to our listeners, thanks for listening to another edition of the Affiliate Buzz.
This
This has been a presentation of WebmasterRadio.fm, the world's largest business-to-business radio and podcast network. We welcome you to sample past episodes of this program, as well as our complete library of programs, on demand or on the air via our 24/7 live audio stream at www.webmasterradio.fm. The opinions expressed on this program are those of the guests and hosts and do not necessarily reflect those of WebmasterRadio.fm's management or sponsors. Any rebroadcast or redistribution without authorized consent of WebmasterRadio.fm is prohibited.